All right, so we're walking around the 853 from John Deere that they've loaned us. Dog it has loaned us. John Deere ain't loaned us anything. This one's got a different head. This is it's called a center post head. Piece of wood. Run up in there. I have to get that out in a minute. But this is a center post design head. Some people call them grapple tong heads. Some people call them tower heads. Some people call them log heads. Some people call them clear cut heads. It just depends on who and what you're talking to. But anyway, this is the different design. This is like 90% of your track feller bunchers. This is what's going to be on it. Tigercat, John Deere, it doesn't matter. Komatsu, Timber Pro, they pretty well all use tower heads. This is the FR. I don't know if you can see that model number right there, but this is the FR21B. It has the full 340-degree wrist on it. I'm pretty positive that this is the head that was delivered on my machine when it was brand new. I run it for, you can tell it's got more than a few hundred hours on it. Like the machine says, the machine only has like 300 hours on it. Probably got 400 hours on it now that we've been running it, but you can tell that head has way more hours than that. I think I put like 500 hours on my track cutter before they come and put the FR50 head on my cutter. As I was stating the other day, this machine is an exact sister twin to my cutter, my 853. This was originally ordered for Dad's job. This was their cutter. If y'all go back to this time last year in the videos, I can't remember what I labeled it or anything else. If I can find it, I'll put a link up here, wherever they go. But this is the machine that was brought to my dad's job brand new. The only difference between this one and mine is, you see it's got tri-rail. It's got the outside rail, making it a tri-rail machine. If you're going to buy a track cutter, especially if you're getting one with the wide pads and you don't spend the extra money to get tri-rail, you're not a very good businessman, is all I'm gonna tell you. But anyway, this one was brought to Dad's job. I thought it worked 50 hours. It was 28 hours this machine ran. It never run right from the time they unloaded it off the lowboy. And 28 hours, the motor come apart. It blew up. And Dad refused to keep the machine, so they took this machine back to Doggett. They brought him another brand new machine, and we had to swap the heads out. And then this is when I come out, and y'all should have seen some video of two John Deere cutters about this time a year ago, sitting side by side in the road. We were swapping the FR50 head on Dad's cutter to the newer cutter that he has now. And then they took this machine and they sent it to Doggett. They put a motor in it, and to my knowledge, it left Doggett, went to a stripling dealership in Mississippi, and run however many hours till it got to the 300 and whatever it had whenever we picked it up. And just before we would have received it again, the engine let go again for a second time. So this thing has had two motors put in it. It is on its third engine and has somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 hours on it. So thank God we're not having to keep this thing. It's badass. It cuts a lot of wood. It's strong. It's fast, but it's been through 3 motors. I don't want nothing to do with that. So I just thought I'd go over this thing a little bit better, show y'all this a little bit. I didn't really get to do a good walk around of it the other day. I mean, it's the exact same thing that I have. Exact same thing, just it has tri-rail on the outside. But they're coming to pick it up today, so I'm gonna jump on it. Y'all can hear Brady cutting out there. He's on the 822 tigercat cutter. I'm gonna get on this and I'm gonna go over here and help him mow some of this down, kind of jump him ahead. Well, I don't have to run the rubber tire today. I'd rather run a track cutter than I would a rubber tire cutter. And this one's quite enjoyable to run, as fast and as strong as it is. But also on, I keep forgetting exactly where I'm at with our John Deere stuff, but just to condense it down again in case y'all I didn't explain or whatever, or you missed the video. Our John Deere track shear is in the shop. It has motor issues. We went yesterday to look at it and test run it in the yard for them. It still has issues. It's overheating. It's weak on power. In my personal opinion, it has a blown head gasket, and it's losing power that way. They tried doing some kind of injector flush. That didn't work. The fan wasn't working right on it. They got that fixed. The air conditioner ain't working in it. The track pads and rails are falling off of it, but they're going to take care of the rails and the pads while it's up there. I'll update y'all on that a little bit later, because they're going to take they're going to take it into their bay today and start taking all the pads off of it. I hear Michael coming. He's riding them roads out ahead of Brady. But they're going to take all the pads off of our cutter. As y'all remember, we had the rail issue. The pads are falling off of them. Most of you have seen that there's pads missing off of my track machine. But they're going to take the pads off, let us come inspect the rails, and then it's going to be up to us whether we receive a new set of rails or we put those pads back on those rails, clean them up with some Caterpillar branded bolts with Loctite and some kind of special torque gun that they have again, torquing them all down. As much as I see bolt holes already wallered, it's gonna need rails, but I'll update y'all on that soon. So ours is in the shop, it's down. I know I said a couple videos ago service was shit. I mean, that's as simple as I can put it. Service has been and is still horrible. It seems to be making an improvement. They've made some management changes, so I don't know, maybe it will get better. It's got to get better. We were this close to taking all of our John Deere stuff and finding a wholesaler last week and sell every bit of this mess, the John Deere stuff, and either work with the paid for tigercat stuff that we have the best we could, and or buy new tigercat stuff. I'm telling y'all, our service department has been crap here lately. But the two men in the store yesterday, the two managers stood there and promised the moon and the stars in the world that they were going to start, the service department was fixing to pick up there. And that's about the third one that's told us that. We'll see what happens, but so we're going to get busy on this. Ooh. We'll be back later with something. I want to get y'all down in the woods and just let y'all watch some stuff. I got some questions and stuff we really need to go over and answer, but we'll be back in a minute, sometime, later. I need to get y'all over and let y'all watch that tigercat track cutter work, because right now it's tigercat's carrying our job where John Deere's failing. dang thing here. I just misjudged how close I was to the tree. I thought I was a little bit closer. I lacked about that much of going through that tree. I had to finish getting it on up there. But I didn't drop it. I didn't kill the camera. I didn't drop it on the machine. And I cut it off without breaking anything and put it in the pile. So boom, yeah. Okay, now I gotta go back to actually working. Hope y'all enjoyed that.